There it is. Good. I think it is. Is my YouTube live? Let me see. Yes, it is. Great. Okay, so I hope everyone's doing well. Sorry for Kingdom of Bisconia people for pinging everyone, but you know what? Let's I want to get this done, and I want to actually have a good stream. So I thought I'd reach out to everybody. So hopefully you don't mind. Hopefully if you're here, you're going to enjoy it. So there was a lot of events last time. We spent most of our time besieging Palencia, which took way too long. Or was it this country? Regardless, the Holy Roman Empire had a... I better behave then. So that's... we gotta recap it for all the Bisconian people who showed up. Okay, so in CK3, you know that event where... that CK3 achievement where you play as the Habsburgs and you have to take over Austria without ever declaring a offensive war. I did that, and within the last 100 years after becoming the elected Holy Roman Emperor, I expanded a little bit. But then because it was the Holy Roman Empire, it all collapsed anyway, so I didn't blob too much. All of France was in the Holy Roman Empire, all of Spain was in the Holy Roman Empire, and England was in the Holy Roman Empire. It was, and Poland too. It was basically all of Europe. But things have happened since then. I played the first 200 years or so as Austria, and I made sure I went down the decentralization path. That way, it wouldn't be just one big blob of the Holy Roman Empire conquering everything. And as you can see, there's a really big green blob. So guess who I played next? I played Russia. But I started as Novgorod. I released a Novgorodian vassal in March. And the idea was that Austria was just allowing the Novgorodian Republic to be their way to get trade from Asia. I think that Portugal wasn't in the HRE. They had a personal union with Poland. We took Poland away, and then Castile conquered Portugal. And even though Portugal was Habsburg, and their remnants are in Brazil. So that's a little bit of lore of that. But the idea was that they didn't have a way to go all the way over here. So they got Russia to go all the way over there. And they're all Catholic. Catholic Russia, cursed. Catholic Republican Russia, even more cursed. And now they are the #1 great power. They have 5,000 development. They have all the institutions. They are the economic hegemon. And if we go over to Russia, they make $2,000 a month. I think they're even making more before I let the AI handle it. They have 1,000 force limit. They have mercenary ideas too, and because they have they have crazy synergy. They have minimum autonomy and territory is reduced, and then because they are the economic hegemon, they have mercenary manpower and discipline, and mercenary ideas. So Russia is just extremely dominant, right? So now the revolution, it spawned in Castile, but then they suppressed it. But England fell to a revolution. Why? They were colonizing California, and one of the last things that we did as Russia was colonize California and then fight the English over it. So you can see there's English people here that are a part of the Russian East Pacific Company, right? So that's pretty cool. I think that what was going on is that England was going in on Pima, this Isleta, and then we protected them and then dominated them. They fell to the revolution. There were 2 free cities in England. One of them was East Anglia, which because they fell to their own revolution, we decided to incorporate them. They are actually German. So that was just something that happened in the CK3 game. Then we have here East Essex. That was basically just the free city of London. Okay. It's interesting. Okay. When did you make your account? 1 minute ago. Interesting. I don't know why you think I'm involved in that, but see you later. Yeah, I play chess. It's pretty fun. Anyway, so we have London here, which was a free city, and they took a long time to siege, but not as long as Galicia. We were fighting the free city to annex it and then become England. And because Austria then became Galicia, we just pieced out with Austria, because now they're the emperor. We sieged out Leon, I guess. It was a lot. It was a whole lot. But because we got 100% war score, we were able to enforce that there's no more peace in the empire. And I really wanted to make that happen because there were so many interesting things. I think not Hesse. It was, I forget which nations it was, but we literally were funded by Holy Roman Emperor princes to destroy the empire. So I think that's pretty awesome, right? That makes a lot of sense. So anyway, we got this here now. We have to figure this out. So we are now England, finally. We just conquered the city. Hey mods. We just conquered the city, and because we formed England, now we have here. But now we have an entire mission tree. Hey, Bubble. Not much. Just wanted to finish this mega campaign because I started it a long time ago. I felt like I shouldn't play it because EU5 came out, but then that's stupid. And I can play Victoria 3. Like, I've had my own, like, mental block of playing a Victoria 3 or 2 game for a really long time. And I realized it's because I've been leaving this for so long. Yeah. Usually the Republican British flag is different, but I guess it's because it's England, right? But regardless, we have this mission tree that's supposed to be for 1444 England, which means that we can do one of two things. We can either... I'll just press the button here. So we can decide whether or not we're going to become British and colonize as much of the world as possible. That's this mission tree where we can just end the conflict. And we get we just try to do English superiority over France and then colonize a bunch of the world. The Zulu revolted against us. I think that's really cool. So we can conquer this stuff and then move forward. We already have a little bit of England here, and Russia is expanding into the Red Horde. They have claims on there, Russian Central Asia. They'll be fighting the Red Horde. But the Red Horde is like the China, really big and like scary, but a little technologically behind. And if you can't tell, China is the India in this case. There's the Dutch colonizing China. They even have Vladivostok and southern China. Yeah, I'm looking forward to having a fully fleshed out one. Yeah, Russia even has Setsu as a treaty port here in Russia, in Japan. And I think there's a Catholic daimyo. No, maybe they got subjugated. But regardless, we have to decide our fate. Is England going to take over the colonial empires of Normandy? By the way, this is all from like two provinces. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 provinces in Europe. Here. Just these guys. So we either take the colonial empire or we like conquer France. Right? Like we could totally go down the path of conquering France and becoming the Angevin kingdom. But I'm not too certain about this because the last session I tried to go in on France here and I got as the Gen Z say mogged. I got mogged. Let the hate flow through for France. Well, I could always go France, but then still take the Norman Empire anyway, right? Invade Iraq, invade Iran. So that, yeah, this is the Caliphate, the Abbasids. There were 2 Abbasids tags. One was in Iraq. See, like Iraq Abbasids and Persian Abbasids. But because Persia had a good mission tree, I let Persia inherit the Iraq ones. So I might invade these guys if I ever start trying to play Austria-Hungary again and then try to recover the Holy Roman Empire from the brink. But I'm not too certain about that. One thing I do actually want to consider is attack hall. What is it? So I am going to be doing a lot of tag switching. It's for the sake of having a good narrative. So don't worry too much about that. I will be playing as much honestly as I can, but what matters more is a good narrative. So in my mind. So what I heard something about France. Oh yeah, all republics. So here's the thing: we're a revolutionary empire. We're a monarchy. Like from the beginning, I think they just decided to keep a monarchy, but they just abolished the parliament. So there's no nobility, and there's no burghers. It's just the clergy. And I think even then they there's like a reform specific to the clergy. And even though the Imperials do exist, we're run by the Girondists right now. Which I might want to change. It seems kind of weird that we're being run by the Girondists when we should be the Imperials. Just the benefits aren't that really good for us. Construction cost is pretty good, the Jacobins, so maybe we'll do that. Burger comes with cheese. The most cursed England ever. Yeah, I know. Even the dynasty is weird. De la Pole, de la Pole. Oh, there's not sufficient disk space to continue recording. Wow, okay, that's crazy. I don't even know how I'm going to fix that. What? I thought I have terabytes of hard drive. Oh my god. Hold on, I gotta try to figure this out. Okay, empty recycling bin. I doubt that gave me that much. 281 megabytes. Yeah, I'm just gonna let that sit. I might not. Hopefully I can like download this VOD later. The Irish Duke unite the Isles. So here's the thing, Irish Duke, they're culturally Norman. Okay? And they're colonizing Australia, and it's all Normans. There's no Irish county that's actually ruled by Irish. This guy is German. Like, what? Also, if you're seeing Norse, it's a weird thing with the CK3 to EU4 converter. There's just like randomly like pagan like reforms that are showing up. I have no idea why that was happening. But anyway, so I've only heard one in favor of France. I'm gonna check my the poll that I made before this stream started. One vote for France. Okay, it's looking like it's gonna be France, but I want to hear what the chat has to say before we go ahead. Okay. We're a revolutionary republic, the monarch led by the clergy neighboring in German Ireland. Yeah, exactly. It's looking like we're just going to be French. So let's not abandon our given claims. Okay, revolutionary England gets a forced union costs belly on France. It'll last for 30 years, and we get permanent claims. So it's like, oh, we get a personal union with France. Okay, this is France in its cores. Okay, they also have these 3 provinces in America. They aren't doing so hot, right? Like, we don't need to really worry about this. If anything, we're going to use the permanent claims to conquer Normandy, Gascon, and so on and so forth. I'm a little worried about how we have no allies, and we're probably not going to get any allies for a really long time. But we are going to go with Angevin claims. So how does that change the missions? So we don't have this thing going down here where we can sail across the world and conquer India. If anything, I kind of like the Red Horde being so powerful. And then just attacking it on 2 sides with a player-run country and a previously player-run country, it's not really fair for them. Who came from the Bisconian Discord? Basically everybody here. Like Termo 9 is usually the only guy who's here. So it's nice to have a good audience this time around. I'll do my best to entertain. So we need to conquer. What is this? One of the following must be true. Either France is a subject, and or all the following is true. I own all of Ile-de-France, Reims, Béarn, and Orléans. Okay, so I can either take one province in Europe, or I take everything else. So if we declare Russians involved, why? Because they're allies with Russia? Why? This is what I don't get. Is it France in the trade league? I don't understand why Russia would be involved. The last time I tried this, it was like during the end of the stream and I was kind of losing it. I tried taking it over, but then Austria got involved somehow, and I'm seeing it here. Galician, so they are allies of Galicia, okay, and also yeah, Austria has claims on all of France too. So it's gonna be a big scramble against Austria, and Austria is pretty big. It's lacking institutions, so it's gonna fall behind technologically. They just have a lot of vassals, is the thing. I tried playing Austria a little bit, I think, and the problem is that one of their missions is like you have the strongest army in Europe, but Russia has 1,000 troops, so we are totally like really good. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna try frame mogging it, but we're gonna have to get a lot more powerful. Our economy's not that strong, and we need to be at war to even keep our revolutionary zeal. So we need to go to war. We were at war with Normandy, but then like we had we were at war with Galicia for so long that we kind of like forgot. Oh yeah, and Normandy's Anglican too. I don't even know how that happened, but it's kind of like we kind of have to conquer Normandy then, right? Like I don't make the rules, so I don't know. Oh, build spy network. Yeah, I have a bunch of spy networks with a bunch of different countries. I can justify a trade conflict. I think that's what I was trying to do. The good thing with justified trade conflict is that you just need to blockade the ports. So, and because I have a really good navy, I could just blockade the ports of the Netherlands and then be able to get a bunch of money off them. This Colombia used to be a part of the Dutch too. I'm gonna take the rest of the British Isles. Yeah, I will, but the problem is that I have to then go to war with the rest of the Holy Roman Empire, right? Because they're part of the Holy Roman Empire. So I'm just gonna chill for a bit. I want to start imperializing. I believe is the best course of action. Wait, look at this. New Denmark. Oh, it's Holland now. Yeah, because Denmark got annexed by Holstein. So that's pretty crazy. Knowledge sharing. Yeah. The natives are more enlightened than me. Let me see. Industrialization. No, we have enlightenment. But it's very likely that Russia's going to spawn industrialization. So we'll just have to let that be. Just gonna calmly set up our invasions here. There's no need to get too crazy about it. I think that we brought troops over, didn't we? No, we didn't. Okay, well, that's a good start. Who's we? We should take Hanover. Yeah, Hanover doesn't really exist. If we manage to get a... Oh my god, they have Habsburgs. Yeah, so look at how many Habsburgs there are. Augsburg, Austria, Hungary, Brazil, Hellas, Ruthenia, Latin Empire, Majorca, Valencia, Sicily, Sweden, Samagotia, and Moesia. And Samagotia is over here. We might as well just tax it. Why not? It's never tax. Oh, so I'd say taxing never hurt nobody. Yeah, it did. Subsidize armies. Give opinion by 50. Enable support loyalists. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay. Is it not in the same port? Like what? A, yeah. So I did press it right, so I don't know what happened there. Yeah, so how's it going, everyone? Any questions about Talons or this Mecha campaign? So because we're just gonna be chilling out for a little bit while we set up our next war here. Alright, we can do all this stuff. So extra cellular chances are not really that important. War of the Roses, we get dynastic security. Okay. Reformation's been handled. Piety of the state. So we either separate the clergy from the state, or have curtail privileges, and all the following must be true. This is something I really don't like about EU4. Reform progress, burgers, and more of that parliamentary administration government reform. I don't know if he'll even have that. It's like, do you even keep it? No. So we weathered absolutism. Okay. House divided. 6 government reforms. Yeah. Early industry. Coal is available if we embrace manufactories and have the administrative tech. Yes. Okay. Expand the Royal Navy. Yeah, we definitely have a big Royal Navy. 20 army professionalism. There's a lot of extra powers in every way. 30 Marines, Royal Marines. Okay, what about this? 40 professionalism, army tradition, redcoats. So yeah, look at that. English Empire. Great power better than 2. Oh, so we have to be rank 1? Jeez. Okay. I'm gonna try reading this piety of the state thing. Separate clergy from state, curtail clerical privileges, all must be true. Land controlled by the crown is at least 17%. Clergy influence is lower than 50. Has not enacted government reforms. Okay. Talons. You mentioned South African War. Yeah, so I talk about it a little more in the Project Stressen movie, so if you want to see exactly how it happens, you can go there. But the idea is that because there's a Edwardian Empire and a Georgian Empire, the South Africans who are Georgian don't like decolonizing because they're racist. So then they go with Edward, who doesn't want to decolonize. So there's a civil war, but there's not much of a civil war because the Georgians want to decolonize anyway. So it's like the African National Congress versus the apartheid government. So we have a lot of money here. We could get this. What happens here? Military free policies. Yeah, sure, why not? Even that, for that alone, it should be worth the money. Let's get some more troops over there. Yeah, I think there's a nation roleplay going on, and they're probably going to be like enacting that exact civil war. If you want to see it, go down there. Protestant Reform and Anglican. Yeah, we kind of need relations with people who are in the Reformation right now. So we have a huge navy, but is it the only navy we have? So the 200, we have a bunch of funds over here. We have 50,000 troops in just this one little island. Pasai, allied with Brunei. Let's just why not just occupy them and then annex some free territory, right? Like, we even spread the revolution while we do it. We get revolutionary zeal when we're at war, even if it is like imperialist wars. So we'll just do this war. But when it comes to the Navy, we need to have a Navy... Well, we don't really need a Navy present here, do we? We should have a garrison down there, though. We need to protect the mainland from getting invaded, and we also need to be able to power project. So how are we going to best do that? 20 man of war heavy ship. So it's like a special heavy ship. I know. I forgot about these. I remember them being mentioned. Interesting that it's like an extra thing. Marry diplomatic reputation with with reduced cost. Sounds good to me. But then again, I don't know, whatever. We're a revolutionary empire. I mean, not a republic. Let's get the woman in charge. So something interesting is that Brazil is due for a crisis, and if Austria gets it, they'll have a colonial empire of Austria that has a royal marriage here, and that seems really weird. I think if that happens, I would just have Brazil inherit the colonial administration. It's more Habsburg for that to be the case anyway, right? So we'll do that. Oh, the Navy's back. We have a lot of light ships, and if we get the ability to have them concede the entire American region, we'll have a very interesting situation. Liberty in the colonies. We can get Dutch Peru to have 50% liberty desire. Yeah, why not? Like, we're the revolution. We're exporting the revolution. But we're going to be subjugating this, though. So the revolutionary ideals are going all over England. That's great. They're spawning all over here. A rule I added is that if a nation is in the Holy Roman Empire and it has a revolutionary government, it has to leave the empire. So I want to quickly check this. Revolutionary Patanzika. Okay, so debug mode, tag PTZ. Leave HRE. Tag ing. This way it changes the way the AI behaves, and it doesn't make sense for an anti-feudal revolutionary state to be subject to the whims of a feudal overlord, right? Yeah, wink, not colonialism. It's not colonialism if we do it because we're liberating people, unlike our adversaries. Speaking of liberating people, let's liberate the people of the Aceh region of Malacca, which we can have a charter. Russia has a charter here? Wow, okay, so like because the Russian AI knows more about game mechanics than me, they already have ports in India. They already have ports in Asia. This is going to be so weird. This is going to be the weirdest Coventry, our enemy province of Karaja. Okay, interesting. So if you're at war with countries that have revolutionary ideals, yeah, look at that. That's cool. It's interesting. These are like protectorates of Normandy, but they don't even have them anymore. I don't know if that was worth it. The prestige loss. Russia somehow has Ciara. What is going on? How do they have their fingers in so many pies? Look at this. They have Panama. There's going to be a Russian Panama Canal. Russians, Revolutionary Swabia. There's still a Revolutionary Republic. They did say that they weren't, though, so I don't know what to do with that. Okay. There's a lot of Norman troops. I don't know how they are able to do that with such a large colonial empire. How much Liberty Desire does Florida have? Florida, 30%. I don't get that at all. Like, it's pretty impressive, and I almost don't want to get rid of this Norman Empire, but, like, come on. We're the British. We're the English, anyway. We're not going to make the war goal France. We're probably not going to end up landing any troops over there. I'm going to move half of the Navy over here to function as a sort of attack on that region. I'm going to keep half of it here. We're recruiting a bunch over here. We'll be able to, we should be able to protect the mainland from any invasions. And then we'll go in and cause some havoc. How's this occupation going? Almost done. And our revolutionary fervor, 63%. Very good. Administrative efficiency is always nice. It makes it easier to take land, which is always good if you're a revolutionary empire. The revolution's spreading in the Isles. That'll be fun to see. Oh, revolutionary Samagotia. So let's get them out of the Holy Roman Empire. Finally, like, it was really weird having that little panhandle over there. Then again, Estonia and the Gallia are in it too. We liberate Hong Kong. Hong Kong is dominated by the Dutch. I could go in here and get a Min Protectorate. Might be worthwhile. But I think I had these colonies here. Yeah, these are British colonies. And I think this was one too. And it might be like us being like, hey, Russia has China. We're not going to be in China. And we already sort of decided to focus on France. It would be nice if we could get an alliance with Russia. But they have too many diplomatic relations, and all of them are marches. Even Manchu, for some reason. Which is Taiwan. I could, if I'm able to fabricate claims over there. Well, I guess I don't really need to worry about that anymore. It would be nice to have Taiwan. Kind of a late game goal, though. We have Cape Coast. We used to have the Zulu, and now they're like their own state. So I kind of like that. They have high tech too, don't they? And the revolution's fully present. Did we just accidentally make a really awesome Zulu? What's the institutions? It's not really high, but did they embrace them? They have a colonialism at least. Well, I guess we'll see. So we have enough armies here. We have half a navy here. We have half a navy there. We have our navy being developed over here. Let's get these people united. Let's put these guys in the mainland here and train them even when the war is happening so that we can get some army professionalism, which we do not have a lot because we had to rely on mercenaries. We have very little manpower. But when has that stopped anybody before, right? Is manpower really that big of a deal? So, spread the revolution, show superiority. Okay. What about fabricating a trade conflict? I'm going to fabricate a claim over colonies they have here. It's like actually just like mainland colonies. We could maybe do something like that. It would probably make more sense if we can we declare for imperialism? No, because we're for colonialism. Well, we could do it like this. Wait, we have a subject that has a flag that has cores on everything. Or is it claims? Oh, it's just the 13 colonies flag. It looks a little weird. I gotta step out the liberation. Yeah, for sure. So we do the conquest, but what is that? I think there's a way to like conquer for an entire region. Oh, whatever. Let's just do it through occupation of a overseas territory. We're not gonna try to take land here. We want it to be a war that we fight over there. Wait, 13 colonies? Yeah, that's ours. So of course we can't declare war on our own thing here. But let's see. So Galicia would be involved, which would invite their allies. Russia somehow says they're involved, but I doubt they have enough navy to resist us. So does Austria-Hungary. I don't understand why all these nations are part of this. They're not warning us, are they? What about if we declare a new Granada? It's still a lot. Maybe we're just going to chill out for a bit. We're going to train our armies and move on from that. Stonehenge. Okay, we have cored this area so we can get London Tower now. What does this give? Army tradition and prestige. That's pretty good. And we have Gaio. Let's just put in the army back here and wait for the tick out. Should be done. What the fuck? Crush the revolution. Okay, well that's interesting. What? Okay, content. Content. Let's go. Did they suddenly develop a really large navy or something? Like, I guess we're gonna move this navy back here. You know, what'd be awesome is if we could spread the revolution to Russia. Don't think that's gonna be possible with us not having nearly as strong of a army, but we can blockade them, and we will do so. Oh, look at them. They're gonna do that to us too, huh? That might be like a trade fleet trying to link up with their main fleet, so we're gonna try to eliminate that. We might already be too late. No, they just went somewhere else. They juked me out. Oh, no, we got the Estonian fleet at least. So what's going on up here? Scotland? No. So we have navy up here, so we have to blockade Arkhangelsk and the Baltic. I guess that makes sense. So because we even have like strong, heavy navy, so this is it's really interesting. Usually the revolution's so focused on like land warfare, but here we have a naval warfare game as a revolutionary empire. It's really interesting to see. This is why I like mega campaigns. Okay, so we're eliminating more of the navy. Take capital. Yeah, so I don't know. Like, we're gonna make significant bank off of this. Like, it's very unlikely. 13,000. I'd probably rather go for war reparations, given how much money they make. But, you know, we'll see. So, yeah, the Russian Navy's here now. House of Butler. Okay, good. Now we have a really good new emperor and a good heir. Very nice. Really good. Okay, what does this mean? The royal court. What happened here? So, because we have legitimacy, we get more military points. Because we did this, we get more... Wow, that's awesome. Settle America. We've already settled it. A colonial empire. At least 5 subject has this. Okay, so we need more of these, and then what do we get? New world domination. Okay. Is it really that necessary? I don't know. We already have Mexico, America, and Canada, and we could get Antilles, and we could even try to conquer Colombia. I don't know, though. How's it going, Lithuanians? Our fellow revolutionaries. Okay, so we have a lot of naval nutrition here. But we have a lot of benefits, so it's not too bad. Although we should probably... I don't know how feasible this would be. If we occupy that, then we can have some naval supplies. So we're gonna get a couple guys here, get a naval invasion force, occupy Aland, and then make a bunch of money off of the Russians, fund the revolutionary army, and we get discipline, we get morale speed. But what's more important is these. Okay, so Liberty Desire, we don't really need that. We don't need the settlement stuff. Artillery combat ability makes heavy ships go better. Something I learned recently. We can get rid of the discipline thing for now, but now we have heavy army stuff, so that's good. Abolition of slavery, we haven't abolished it yet. Well, that's a free win, especially revolutionary. We're not gonna enact the Act of Uniformity. Okay, so that is not the Navy, the naval detachment. This is okay. So this attrition is probably gonna be really bad. Oh wow, 0 because of leader maneuver. Interesting. Okay, well, at least now we have these 2 tags. We have this decolonization going on. Occupation, very good. Very good, very good. Okay, so now we can get this 4 stack. There we go. Move in. They'll come out and try to attack us, but we have enough navy there to destroy it. Don't know why they even considered trying to suppress the revolution. They are clearly traitors to their Republican ideals. Enemy island of Chesapeake? Oh yeah, look at that. So we're gonna get Chesapeake off of the Russians. We could even take Panama. Hey, look at that. That's pretty good. We could take all this stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we had one more province, then we'd fulfill one of the conditions. So yeah, look at that. The naval imperialization going pretty good. Liberty Desire. Yeah, it's not worried about that. Why is this 21 stack? Repairing. Why? What was that? I don't know. They were doing something important and I just eliminated it. So it was an accident. Okay, so they caught out our navy down here. Is it because I tried transporting things? No. I have really no idea what that was. It's very odd. We have Malaccan revolutionaries. So we are spreading the revolution somewhat. Hey, we can occupy that if we get access to Malacca, but then we'd be suppressing the revolution, so that doesn't make much sense. Oh, okay, so the navy's engaging here. Navy's engaging there. Okay, so we have too much navy. What's going on? They're automatically repairing. No, what are they doing? Why are they sailing all the way down there? I didn't ask them to do that. I don't understand what just happened. Yeah, we have what? There was a retreating. Where? Why? Did I misclick or something? Why are these better not be forced retreating all the way back? That's insane. Why is that happening? Are you seeing this? For some reason, this navy is like the most important one in the world. Like, what? I don't understand that at all. They won't accept full surrender. I'll just accept this. I have really no idea what's going on over there. Let's do a trade port here, though. A trade company. It's very, very odd. At least we have this navy that can be reused for something good. I can't believe this retreating all the way down there. It doesn't make any sense at all. Ah, what? 6K, because it's a land connection. Oh my god, what a disaster. Look at that. Huh, we won. Revolutionary Army, hoorah. Okay, we're gonna retreat this navy back. And retreat that navy back. We don't want to get all of our navy destroyed here. But now they're forced retreating to Island. I guess that's fine. Like, we need some sort of naval presence over there. How's the revolutionary zeal going? 65%. Okay, another instance of a navy dying. What is going on? 4,000. I really don't get why these navies are flying all the way over there. It's like a really weird bug. Okay. So because we have a naval presence here, now we can really safely exert our naval dominance in the Baltic. In fact, we might even for that reason want Åland. Like, why would we... target unit is out of your supply range. It cannot be assigned a leader. What? But I am literally in Åland. Oh, okay. That was a critical fail. Come on. Okay, thank God. That was almost a disaster. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, good. Alright, well, we have a naval presence here. They're not going to occupy London. We have... Oh, wow. I was about to say that we have Chesapeake sorted out, but no, there's an entire army over here that I didn't even see. Dexter, do you like that show? I haven't seen it myself. I've heard really good things about it, though. Might be worth watching. I'm trying to find something for me and the lore wife to watch. Boom, boom, boom. Let's reinforce that navy over there. They need our help. Let's combine the rest of these navies before we send it off on a big mission. Is that the Russian-Alaskan Navy? That's awesome. Wait, I thought I sent only a little bit of the... Stopped heading to port for repairs. Is that port down there the best port for repairs? Why? Grand Shipyard. Don't we have grand shipyards in the motherland? Yeah, we have plenty, so I don't understand why that's the priority of all places. How Holstein is so successful? Just that Denmark, for some reason, was really not successful, and then they capitalized on that. The Holy Roman Empire being so large made it so the AIs couldn't fight anybody without facing the largest state in Europe. So on and so forth. They're the biggest state there. Now they've conquered the Dutch. Not the Dutch. The Danish. We lost a naval battle. I don't know what that one was. We need to assign a naval leader here. Ooh, boom, boom. Look at that. Really big damages. Look at that. I guess it's not that big of a deal because it was trade ships, but hey, what are you going to do? What was that, like a naval engagement that almost happened? What was that? I wouldn't be surprised because they have 112. Where's the Russian Navy? Yeah, I don't really know. I see 102 ships here. They have 91 heavies. 84 of them are Russia's. 135 lights. And 70 transports. And that's 29 heavies. And that's their entire army. Wow. Well, army's discipline. I did build a big navy, but they're retreating all the way down here somehow for some reason. So you need 61 heavies, 14 lights, and 3 transports. It'd be nice to even take over some African territory here. They're losing it to the Moroccans. I don't know why their name is the Baturs. I think there might have been nomads even. So, how much money are we getting from blockading? Okay, what is this? Russia may gain penalty -2. We're blockading the strait though. Like, why do they think they can cross it? Does like the AI try to and then it remembers it can't or something? I don't understand what. Very odd. Man, Russia's like the USA right now. Yeah, I mean, large Republican colonizer, but a constituent land body, intervening in a revolution in a battle overseas. Yeah, definitely like that. Yeah, it's really weird. They like try to, but then remember they can't. So yeah, we're gonna dominate the Baltic. Oh, there's a naval engagement going on here. I don't know how many ships we lost, but we'll see in the after action report, I suppose. We'll need to recruit more heavy ships. Our economy can't really handle it, but you know what? We'll try. And okay, what is this going like? Okay, so we lost 3 heavies. They lost 7. Okay, let's repair. Let's repair. Is there some button that determines our what is that? Oh shoot. We spread our navy too much. Okay. At least we prevented that. We don't have time to repair the navy here. So we're just gonna have to turn it around. Kind of sucks that we, I don't know, lost 61 of our greatest ships to really weird shenanigans. What is this? Okay. Is it because we... No. This is an entire separate navy. Or is this just automated stuff that I don't even have control over? Who knows? Okay. So that 4K stack is going to die, I think. This 53 stack is likely not going to be able to handle 29. Yeah. It's not looking good, you guys. But we're going to keep building super heavies. Super heavies. Yeah, it's not wrong, I guess. 97 going to Western Baltic Sea. They're trying to catch out this. Yeah, they definitely would. And it's not doing so well recovery-wise, so we should bring that back. We should be selling this stuff over here. I haven't really done naval combat in EU4 in a very long time. Naval engagement between Latgalia. Yeah, so we'll move that ship back. Do some cheeky naval maneuvering, try to outmaneuver the AI there. If we're fighting like the biggest monstrosity in EU4 that I've ever seen, we do need to do everything that we can. Galicia elected again. 21,000 soldiers against 4,000. I think that we won't win that one if we engage. If we wait a couple days, then we get a bunch more ships that can come out. That way we can win that engagement. And we have this army here, Navy. Pardon me. Boom, boom, boom. Quick nuke the front line. Yeah, yeah, man, if only. End of a revolution. The forces of the Netherlands. Okay, so now they have a Julic vassal. Interesting. What I want to see is the Dutch and the Austrians fight it out. Okay, 100. Oh my god, 100 Russian Navy. 28 heavies. We have 13. There's no... Okay. Only thing I can think of is retreat so that they move their navy, then we move this navy to take the place of the occupation. And then continue to build a bunch more heavy ships. We need like the naval ideas. I mean, never mind this offensive ideas. We need naval ideas. So like influence ideas, get rid of aristocratic. That seems kind of stupid to have aristocratic, especially when we're a revolutionary empire. So like maybe, but like maybe we'll refund this entire group and then go for what is it? I don't even know what it is. There's maritime, which is more like trade through ships, and then there's naval ideas. Boarding parties, improved rams. Yeah, we need that for sure. We need to dominate the seas. Right now, the Russians, because of how powerful I made them, are dominating in our stead. Okay. There's a lot of ships lost. Okay. I don't know if this navy will be able to come and blockade the strait in time. They'll arrive in Ireland on August 23rd. I don't know when we'll arrive in... okay, we seem to be fast enough. Oh, but they're locked for movement. Come on. Oh, no. Oh. If I just waited a little longer, we wouldn't have had this problem. Okay, well... We don't need to blockade them to win this war. Let's just get out of there. We have Chesapeake. We have Navy now in Asia, at least. Blockading and sending troops over to this. So we can maybe even take Siak, have more of a naval presence in Indonesia. We could probably try to take Hokkaido. I don't know if we should do that though. I'm happy that we have a big revolutionary war to fight here. This is the kind of content that we need when we're building that. We don't even have a flagship. Okay, London. We need a name for a super heavy battleship that will be the one to destroy the imperialists of the world. Flagship cannons. Yeah, we need that. I've like never done this. Naval tradition from battles. No, I don't think so. Privateering. No. Monthly chance of admiral skill gain. I don't know. Monthly movement speed on off. No. Flagship durability, yeah, and one more. Fleet movement speed, fleet blockade impact. I think that's what we're gonna do, but we need a name for this. We need the Liberator. The Liberator, I like that. It's awesome. And what is our naval doctrine? Where is it even hidden? Here, wooden wall. Naval combat off coast owned. Okay. But what about having really big heavy ships? Naval maintenance could be good to have. Galley, no. Ship, no. Capture enemy ship, not really. Naval combat, yeah, that's the one we already have. I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, I guess we're just going to repair the Revolutionary Navy. We had some good battles, but we lost some too. Probably... It seems like we may have won more than we lost. I don't know for sure. They lost 121 ships. We lost 84. It's not that bad. But we lost a lot of heavy ships, though, because I swear we had a lot more heavies. That's okay, though. Oh, we have like a little expeditionary force trying to troll the Russian colonization of the East. Oh, and also all of Mexico. Let's not increase tariffs. You know, I don't think that's the best idea. We should have been, well, not really, actually. We shouldn't be training those armies. We should be training this army, which we are, which is good. And we need to recruit more guys. And they need to be revolutionary guys. But it kind of makes sense to make the revolutionaries the backline, but whatever. We'll just... Look, we need an economy to run this whole conquest of the world thing. I mean, liberation of the world thing. 100... Crush Revolution costs us belly, makes it cost negative 50% more. Yikes. Okay, well... Looks like we're in it for the long haul here. Sailors. Okay. Reform Royal Marines, Redcoats. We're power number 3. That's not bad. Discontent Stone, the Netherlands decided to screw with us. Okay, well, why don't we just like blockade the shit out of the Dutch? Like we have a navy. We need to have a big navy and bully everybody who doesn't have a navy. But where are the revolutions spreading? Look at all those revolutionary provinces in Russia. It's not that bad because they don't have that much absolutism, but like maybe there's some good going on here. But we'll see, I suppose. Naval invasion, second fleet. Okay. We kind of want them to land, don't we? Oh, the Holsteinians are having a revolution now. Seems kind of foolish, like we were just saying we don't want to have the Navy around, but you know what? Let's have some content. Why not? Do we need, like, screens for our Navy? Is that a thing that we need to worry about? I really don't know how this sort of thing works, so anybody who might know, I'd greatly appreciate it. And nice to have a little, nice little, what would you call this? A slaughter? They thought. How sweet. I'll fight you on the beaches. See how fast you'll die. Okay. Russian troops still good. Like, do I just spam heavies to make sure that I have a good navy, or do I need to have light ships as like a screen for my heavies? That's the thing I don't know about. What is this Telangana? I don't even... I never bothered to know the name of that. It's kind of crazy. If Russia loses a war, does that mean that they lose Defender of the Faith? Because then I could go in on Granada, which Granada has... it has the Catalonian provinces. So that's good for them, I guess. Maybe we got the Liberator. The Liberator is fully operational. Missionary strength, tolerance of heretics, heathens, stability cost. Yeah, I really don't need Stonehenge to be improved. But what's going on here with the great projects? No, sorry. There's a decision here. Regiment drill cost loss plus 50%. If that's only... Okay. So if we want more Revolutionary Guard, we just do that. But there's a downside. Okay, we have a new navy. It's going to be way better than the old one. I wonder if there's like a Russian Pacific Navy and we can do some trolling over there. Now that we have a navy over here, we could even do some trolling in just Asia, I guess. We could do some more colonization. We could subjugate the revolutionary Moluccans. We could attack Wu. We could attack Tungning. I think Tungning makes more sense to attack. Okay. Westphalians in this war. Never knew. Let's wait on the navy a little bit, but we need to have super heavies. There, we got Syak. It's good. Excuse me. I want to see if I can fabricate a trade conflict. Have 20% trade power in a trade node which one of our merchants operates. Where you have at least 10%. So I can do that with the Dutch because they control a lot of this. What about Chesapeake? No, the Caribbean is when we're the most dominant, and we have a very small amount. Yeah, I see what they mean. Well, let's just improve that somehow. The Caribbean trade node, we have... No, Mexico isn't involved. Having a big united Caribbean nation is going to be pretty interesting. Or just having it all be colonized with a single little dude in Europe is also pretty interesting. I found Reddit, inland seas, okay, 3 heavies, 25 galleys. In other cases, stacks of 12 to 13 heavies. Split my transport stacks, 1 per continent, and light ships protecting trade. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. So that's good that I have had the right idea. Okay, Syak now has revolutionary ideals. Could take a 33 development diamond province. That's pretty thing. That's pretty good there. Singapore is separate, but the Dutch have that port. Interesting. Okay. Excuse me, sorry. There's been a lot of illness in the family lately. It's been rough. Almost out of sailors, maybe. Get reinforced if 1 fleet's on mission. Maximum amount of sailors. But I want more sailor recovery. How do I get more sailors just general? Grand shipyard is naval force limit. Docks give sailors. So we need docks. This means that if we had more development, we'd be able to put it there. Okay, so we do 1 little tick up and then get a dry dock. Where else can we develop? So cool that these places were free cities because they have so much development now. 1, 2, 3, 4. So once this is done, we can get another one. Or some other beneficial thing. What's the research looking like? Okay, so we're ahead of time and everything but mill tech. We have mill focus. We have reduced... Why? War taxes. Yeah, we don't want that. Maybe we did, but I don't know. Not too worried about that. Autonomy. Why not? Don't have to deal with a revolution. Herefordian Mexican. Wait. English Mexico? So these are like, oh, I want Hereford back. Interesting. Surely they could just march in over there, right? Like, also, why aren't I doing that to the Dutch? What? That's because of Castile not giving me military access, and they probably won't under any circumstances. Okay, well, let's see. We're winning the war. We could do a little more trolling, maybe, in the Baltic. So, should I... Look, I'm going to do another maneuver. I'm going to set them on island. I'm going to do a wee bit of trolling. I'm going to spam heavy ships like there's no end. If we get island out of this, fortify it, make it a forward operating base to bully the Russians, that'd be great. Seems like Holstein managed to take care of its revolutionary rebels. If we manage to get enough naval trade power in the Caribbean, then we could justify a trade conflict with the Normans, and then we could blockade all their ports. So I want to build a big naval force over there. Okay, so... Boom, boom. Here comes El Liberator. Oops. We don't want to land on Stockholm. We want to land on Åland. First, we're not going to... We're going to take this place over here. Oh, boom, boom, boom. It's a bunch of trade ships and not a big deal. But it is very nice seeing that many ships die to our attack. Now we have a bigger army here to naval invade. We have the home garrison. We're gonna move them over here, not onto the coast, onto Herefordshire or whatever. Here and fortify there. But why do they think they can leave on Abo? Like, he can leave. Why do you think? Oh, it's because I don't occupy the country yet. Okay. Yeah, that's reasonable. They own both sides of the strait, so even if I... Okay. Forgot that little detail. So we can't actually occupy that island, even though it would have been really nice. So maybe we just do a little harassment of the Navy. Let's come back, link up with some more heavy ships that are being produced. Come back. Blockade. Maybe get a favorable peace deal. Sounds good? Sounds like a plan. It looks like that Navy's flying away. Not too bothered by them. It'd be nice to eliminate more of their Navy, especially if it has 19 heavies. Let's see if we can catch it out. Is it going north or south? So it's going to the southern Norwegian Sea. Okay, we're going to catch it. Nice. Then we can get some more war scar out of this. They have galleys in this. There. 9 heavies sunk. Very good. And we got morale lost when losing a ship. Great. Imagine if Nelson was fighting for the revolution. But what does the revolution even mean in this context? Like, I don't know, man. It's interesting having this weird, like, revolutionary thing that isn't really that revolutionary. Spreading to a lot of places in Germany, though. Okay. They also had, yeah, they had better mill tech than me too, on top of all that. Now here come the Dutch again. Wait, what? The Dutch are fighting... Dutch Mexico is expanding. Russians in Mexico. Oh my god. Can we get an army down there maybe? Yeah, we can. We can move through New Castile now. So we got our American land war, I suppose. It's good that we have good mill tech now that we can actually face them properly. And it sucks that I don't have enough hard drive space. Like, I need to do something about that. I might need to, like, delete the Stressa files. So it sounds like Epstein files. No, it's just the Project Stressa files that were taking up a lot of space. Because I was like idiot and I made every like sequence a frame of TIFFs for 2x2 pixel hair. Yeah, I don't know. Not my proudest moment, but I wanted it to look good. I was using standards and industries that I remembered, but so be it. Let's educate the people. So where's our armies right now? So we had a engagement down here. We have Russians even trying to siege down Yucatan. Americans in the Yucatan. Crazy. And we're back here. Guess who's back? Boom. Where's your navy? Not here. Time to play. Bavaria no longer considers us a rival. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. We will see, I suppose. Let's blockade the Russians for a little bit. Take their money. Give us some war exhaustion. What are our war exhaustions? 0, 0. Okay. Purchase ability. What is this? Coin distance, force march, constant power. Same continent? I mean, I guess, but it's not like there's really much benefit to that currently. We occupy Panama. Crazy. But because it's such a weird peace deal, Crush the revolution. Could we even... Yeah, we can't even suggest an offer. So we're just like permanently at war with the Russians. We're at a standstill because I can't land and fight any of their troops, and I dominate the navy. There's the Russian Navy. Eliminated our Pacific Navy that we didn't need to have out in the open. Great. Well, wonderful. Okay. Stack wipe the Navy? It did. That's not good. Yeah, term it is, I think. Yeah, usually these streams don't do that well. But I really want to get this done. I might, even if it ends up being something like... even if it ends up being something that I just do a time lapse to get it over with, I do want to see this mega campaign to the end. Like it's such a shame too. In 1762, 40 like just like 70 years away from having the campaign just completed. There's so much content going on right now. Austria is fighting Muntenia in the imperialist war, especially now that we eliminated the internal peace. No, standing army, yeah. Nearing maximum power of admin. We're almost at the next idea group, so maybe we'll make the idea group navy ideas. I think we just had the year tech over, so now we can get it for less. We have max power. They're losing that. We're gaining that. Naval attrition is not that bad. It's negligible. They have a navy here blockading us. It's just not that bad. Let's get 2 more man of war heavies and triple deckers. Is that, yeah, that's sailors. Okay. It's a very long name. I think it's a Native American name. We literally, what, suggest offer? Okay. The territorial land, revolutionary end? What the hell? No way. Unreasonable. Where do we even put our armies? We have the 50k here, 43k, 41k. Okay, so this army should be defending the territory over here. This army should be going in on the Dutch, the Russian East Pacific Company. Shouldn't have all this land in. It's trying to expand into Mexican territory, like, but you're the East Pacific Company. It's really not that big of a deal. It makes sense. Like, they're really big and powerful. Like, they're actually like really strong. I even like made sure to develop their provinces here to like actually be able to fight a battle. And Russians are colonizing this. The Russian Alaskans have enough money to colonize this. We have a very interesting American situation, that's for sure. It really doesn't make sense for there to be such a big standoff. Only we're not fully blockading there. Interesting. And now we are. What is this? 200%. Now what? Clergy loses land, loses influence. Okay, why don't just get more of that, though? Oh, sorry, I missed your messages, Connor. I like CK3 better than EU4, which is crazy because EU4 is one of my favorite games, but CK3 is just that good. You should let the Scottish monarchy go into exile. Where are they? Are they even colonized? Yeah, they have 2 provinces down here, blending in with Castile. Yeah, it could be funny to have like Nova Scotia all the way over there. It's a little Easter egg. Let's just not tariff things. Like last thing we want to deal with is a revolution. What? Oh, this lake doesn't even have any ports. The little doohickey, the Vistula Lagoon, making it impossible. Stability increase, yay, admin power. Combat penalty when landing, -1, that's pretty good. Whoa, what? We got the Industrial Revolution? That's crazy! A number of technological innovations during the 18th century, such as steam power, greatly increased the output of our production. There, whatever. We got it. We got it in Glasmorgan. Where exactly? There, nice, in Wales. So how are the Russians gonna get it? Have a farm estate? They're gonna get it because of all the manufactories I built in there. Like there's so much, it's literally in every little place. Naval morale increase. Their cost also increased, which is unfortunate. Let's just quickly make sure that we understand this. Naval professionalism. So we have Royal Marines. National sailors increased. Sailor maintenance, Marine Force limit. We're not really doing that much, though. But we don't need that. Okay, Imperial decree. What is this? Return to the Revolutionary Republic. So we could go back to the Republic if we wanted. Equality principle. Why not Imperial principle? Yeah, more Imperial influence. Whatever, just do that. It is restricting us from getting the more recent thing, though. But let's see what it is. Excuse me. So I think that's just the regular normal one. Legitimization of power. Machiavellian, sure. The 6 levers to the Republic. Treaty. Leviathan. Liberty. Yeah, no. Social contract. No. Wait. Loyal Constitute. Okay. Military electorate. That's interesting. Revolutionary Council. But what was this last thing? Separation of power. Right to petition. Monarch diplomatic skill. No. Stability loss of monarch. Death. Interesting. Emperor of the Revolution. Extra zeal. Extra yearly zeal. That's pretty good. Enlightened monarchy might be. No, but extra cultures. But we don't need that. Like, we're not that needing of. Yeah, we definitely don't need that. The Chesapeake's occupied the Russians again. There's so many little wars going on down here. I barely have time to understand it all. Oh, look at that. East Mexico is occupying California. Let's go. We could even try asking for the English provinces back here. Why not? It's a reasonable claim for us, huh? The war of Russia will never end. Yeah, I know. It is really at a stalemate here. We could probably try to find a way to do it without losing the revolution. 1984 scenario, yeah. What do you mean? There is no war. Or if there is, we're winning. I forget what the lore of that is. Never keep up with the propaganda. Ha ha ha. Castilian Louisiana. That's interesting. It's also interesting how how little land they have connected to the coast. It's just like an administrative region of New Mexico. $10K. Napoleonic France. Yeah, we are. We're the imperial monarchy revolution. Yeah, all that. We are that 100%. Okay, Laki Samini. What is this? Where is that? Laki Saimi. Okay, so because we're occupying these provinces, they're getting revolutionary ideals. Okay. Discontent. We could try to instigate a revolution. Oh, we can't because we need it specifically for the Russian East Pacific Company. The Habsburgs got an heir, so there's no weird personal union situation. I'm gonna keep that army over there, even if it's tempting to occupy stuff over there. It would have been nice to have a navy occupying stuff down in Asia, but I don't want to split up the navy too much. What's up the cop? My whole family has been sick on and off for the last couple of months, and because my wife has been like unable to watch the kids, I've needed to like step up to the plate. So even when I have when I am not that sick, I still have like I'm still fighting the whole everything with my immune system. So I've been through a rough last couple of days, months really, combined with like trying to get Project Talons out the door and trying to ethically ask for help with the modding because I'm not that good at it and need some help. I'm good at the administrative and ideas side, but so that was a fucking monster of a battle. Did you see that? 41 heavy ships lost. Extra prestige. That's going in the history books for sure, but we're gonna repair our ships. It's battles like that that'll help shift this further in our favor. 4% war score, man. Luxembourg? Okay, I thought that Luxembourg was just one state. They have Bar, Revolutionary Bar, as a ally. Interesting. I'm surprised that the Austrians are so abysmal with their institutions. It's kind of interesting, though. That way we have a more dynamic world. Oh, we need to get that navy out of there. They didn't get the memo. Thank you for the good wishes about my health. It's been really rough. I'm not doing too well. Okay. So it turns out that the Navy was mostly okay. So maybe we can go in for another engagement. Oh, there's revolutionaries in Dubenarth? Let's go. I'm gonna LARP it where if these succeed, then they join our union. Just makes sense. Come on. Yeah. Let's go. I felt my phone buzzing. Is my wife trying to contact me? Oh god. Where's my phone? I usually have my phone right on me at all times. Dear God. What kind of savage doesn't know where their phone is in this day and age? It's crazy. Do I have to do... I'm just relaying it to my wife just in case she needs to contact me for whatever reason. I don't know where my phone is. Tohono. Be nice to get this back. Look, Novgorodian revolutionary. Yeah, let's spread the revolution. See if I can support the revolutionaries in Russia. Right, our navy's here, but we weren't doing anything with it. Estonian flagship captured. Just keeping it out there for what, being pretty? Okay, there we go. 210 ships on the island tile. Shoot. They're just everywhere, man. They're like little flies showing up. Civilian La Plata is independent. But no, now they're fighting for their independence. No. Now the Castilians are... Oh my god. The horror. It'd be so cool if Austria could get a personal union on Castile. So that they just have like all these crowns, and it's like, well, what are you gonna do with all those crowns? Vassal lower Rankia. That is very interesting. Improved rams, yeah. Nobody's taking the naval ideas? How absurd is that? Dracome. So, like, oh, we can even embrace it already. Let's wait a little bit. Silesia is immediately industrialized. That makes sense. That checks out. I think it spreads more in coal provinces. And the... Oh my god, look at that. That's so funny. Bernai, Pasai. Okay. Have money that I don't know what to do with. Just running out of places to develop, really. Could speed up the Tower of London. Maybe we do that. So if they win, they'll get prestige. For that reason alone, I don't even want to do that. With the fact that we're fighting off the Russians and we're even like truce locked with them, I'm pretty confident in our ability to dunk on the Normans. So maybe we'll take Floride, make a really big 13 colonies. Surely nothing bad would happen if we gave our American colony a bunch of land. I significantly doubt that anything bad would happen. at all. What? Holstein has like claims on all of northern Germany. If they managed to do like some northern German stuff, that'd be so awesome. Normandy's fighting something. No, they're just, they have, okay. Calm down, everything's fine. Okay, almost, our navy in the Caribbean is almost done. We might be able to fabricate a trade conflict with the Normans. If we do that, it might be that we can't actually take any land. So for that reason, I'm not too excited about that prospect. But this goes up to 10%. There, 20%. Great. So now we can fabricate a trade conflict. Now we don't even need this navy anymore. Go home. Go home, mommy, go home. How is Africa? They lost a war to the Moroccans, and that's the last I heard of them. What's going on over here? Okay. Trading tobacco. Floride has declared war on our crown colony for conquest. No. How to do that? Enforce peace. 13 colonies. No. Yes. Call allies. The Northern Isles. Yeah. Damn, you're really screwed. Is the Normans are already in on it. Okay, so now we need our navy at home. Now we can conquer. Oh. Navy's engaged. How dare they? Boom, boom, boom. I want you in my room and spend the night together, killing all of your light ships. Boom, 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 boom. The revolution in the Welsh area died. It's not so great. I don't like that. Let's get over here. Naval invade. This is the best outcome. Okay. So we have a bunch of... Oh, man. Sorry, I'm like really engaged in this now. I'm locked in, as the kiddies say. We should totally take out Norman Mexico. The fact that they have this landlocked thing here is BS. We'll be able to link up English and Mexico. We could even attack Africa for their stuff here. They're an empire. They aren't in the HRE. They're all the way over there. We can just easily just go there. Maybe even take a island here for naval presence. Yeah, let's lock into this, you guys. Let's lock in. We can be at war with the Russians and also dunk on the Normans. Like, why not, right? What is this? Occupied by peasants? Well, they'll soon be a part of the British Empire. Yeah, remember when we decided to go down the French path? Yeah, do you remember that? I sure as hell don't. Bengal. By Papandaya Nayu, really. Force Union. Russia can't be involved. Austria won't join. Castile and Gascon will. That's a problem. Gascon isn't that bad, though. Galicia is a nothing burger. Bengal, Valois, a little bit of a problem. Asturias is a free city. Castile is Castile, which means that we'll have to fight Castile. But if we take the... Ah, fuck it. I want to save this because this is kind of a risky maneuver. But if we already have a landing here, like, this is going to be pretty good. And that was a strong cough. It's a good thing I'm muted for that. Okay, so once we actually have a naval thing here, then I'm very incentivized to start the French conquest. So let's get, now that we have our manpower recovered, let's get our revolutionary army. There's a lot of cannons. I meant to get some cavalry there. Marines, no. Revolutionary Guard. Okay. Can you believe this? This is amazing. This is like, this is so hype. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, the fact that the Russians are, this is bad. We need to get out of that. Because that's not our good navy. That's our light ships. We should retreat those back home, actually. Okay, so we lost 4 ships. Not bad. So we're landing here so we can move up this way, and we don't have to do a naval worry. No worries with the naval stuff there. I don't think Bourbon's gonna be involved. So we're gonna invade France. And we need to make sure that we don't peace out with Russia before we finish this war, because if we do, there's gonna be a problem. They'll be able to join the war immediately again, and then we'll have to fight the whole way through it again. If I call on Valois, nothing else will happen. We have claims on all this. No, we don't even have claims on all that. What? We only have claims on this. But we need to annex that. So we need to make sure that we call on Valois. Okay. Let's wait for the drop. Oh, the Bourbons are at war with us. Okay, well. Whatever. Nothing a good old naval blockade can't solve. Oh my lord. Let's stack wipe everything that we can. The revolution is pure enough now that we can fight and get everything that we need. It's just that easy. Just gotta refine the ideology enough. It's pure from all impurities. Then you win everything, right? That's how revolutions work, right? Okay. So we may be losing that naval port here, but if we have a 78 siege already, like, I'm not too worried. Let's get these Revolutionary Guards all buffed up too. But we should be recruiting a lot of infantry, not just cannons. We can even get French corps back. But they're all like Austro-Hungarian, so it's not that big of a deal. Sack of Amiens. We need army professionalism, so we're gonna enforce that. Okay. Oh my god, look at this. It's beautiful. It's finally something's happening. Oh my god. Okay, we are nearing force limit. 1, 2, 3. So they have a lot of stacks here. Do they have the latest mill tech? They do. Okay. I can enact a government reform now. Right to petition, monarch skill, no boss, national focus, emperor of the revolution. We want revolutionary zeal. Revolutionary zeal improves our military. What is revolutionary zeal? Where do I find that measure? 95. Discipline, admin, guard force limit. Okay. I want to attack that, but I want to make sure that I have the support of this army. Or do I even know? Like that's our only land port, so we need to make sure that we keep it. So it doesn't matter how many troops that we have available on our hands here. We need to send them into the front line. This is our Normandy moment. Well, that's not good. Sending it in the 19K first. Yeah, well, they're actually arriving on the same day. So actually, I'm a genius. It's hilarious. You know what's not hilarious is all of those troops. Damn. Okay. Can't retreat anywhere, can I? Okay. So I managed to retreat some troops, but then I have these troops over here. It's very interesting. Those are gonna die. Okay. Part of this is because we just engaged when we had the Normans. Maybe we just go back a save. Let's just get the Normans first and then figure out something else. So it's a really rough situation. I hope that you can understand my manipulation here of saves. It's a tough thing having to go for actual mainland European powers, and they've been developing so long. But we can make something interesting out of this. So we're gonna naval land here, and then we'll naval land over here, and then we'll just annex it. Like, why not? Then we can start talking about like properly stationing a bunch of troops. We have 50K in Asia for some reason that needs to somehow come home. I don't even know how I'd begin with that. We're over the naval force limit even. Oh man. Here's a stupid idea. Let's just delete them and then recruit new things at home. Honestly, probably much better. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. This is just based off of like vibes, I guess. I don't know. Okay. So that didn't. I can't apply a general while it's embarked. I'll just add a 3-star now. So that is a lot of troops. So I can't even naval invade that. Okay, so we're gonna keep this navy, the navy close by. Keep them even monitoring the situation. Keep the transports behind, and then blockade at the rest. Military attack or army tradition. That's actually a really good idea. A question. We kind of want army tradition. I think there's a mission that we need to take. Saves coming, I can't believe it. I mean, I don't know, I've been doing it this whole time. Well, not really. In the Austrian part I did, but I think in this case, when it's so unbalanced, we need... Oh, shoot. Okay, so the thing that I was worried about happening just exactly happened. Okay, well, there you go. in a man-to-man fight, the winner is the one with another bullet in his magazine or something. I don't know. I don't make the rules. Couldn't I just full annex Normandy and then inherit his whole empire? I literally could do that. I just realized how... What? I could do that. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Who are you? Okay, can you believe this? And it's like, oh, but there's an inland province. That doesn't matter. That actually doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3. What do you mean it does matter? Oh, it's because it's occupied. No, cannot make it into province. Revolutionary can't make it a core. Okay. But don't I have the ignore coring? Okay. So we need to keep this war going until I can not... I can ignore coring cost. And then I can take that over. And then we'll be good. But... until then, we'll be fighting the Russians on top of all this, too. Remember the Russian war? Yeah, we're still at war with Russia. Can you believe it? Look at that huge army. Russian Navy's back. Extra war score on them. No sweat off our back. Extra 1 war score. Every little point counts. You had the gall of the Floridian colony. What is this? The Russian protectorates want a peace now. That's a good sign. Oh my, they want a peace with us. It's afraid. It's afraid. What do you mean? Oh, I have to spread the revolution? Concede Mexico. Okay, they'll let me take stuff like that, but I won't. Okay, 60% spread the revolution. Concede Eastern America. Yeah, I don't want you to have any colonies here. And concede Mexico. Transfer shoe trade power. Yeah, we'll just do this. Concede. And concede. Well, that's interesting. Let's just do something like that. Yeah, let's get that war over with. There's a pop-up there that I completely missed. I wish I knew what that was. What? Why do I see the whole world? Ordered chivalry. Yeah, why not? I think that was even for, like, supposed to be from, well, like... Sorry, I'm so locked into this right now. I'm so excited for Normandy. Especially now that we get more splendor. 8 fulfilled objectives. Yeah, we'll be able to do this no problem. Hey, can you hear me now? Yeah, okay, good. I think he can hear me now. Ugh. Alright, well, what's going on here? No, we don't know that. Okay. I don't know why I can see the whole world. It seems very odd to me that I can see the whole world. We need to take Norman Mexico. Well, not really. Like we'll inherit it, and then I'll just make the English Mexicans inherit the Norman Mexicans, and then that'll be good. Luanda. They might only accept that because I'm... If anything, I'll just make them, like, not own it anymore and then do something. I can't even talk anymore. Alright. Too excited for this. Leader file, morale hit when losing a ship. Okay, good. So we have a whole revolutionary army in England now. There, okay. So whatever glitch that was, I don't see the whole world anymore. That was like my trade ships or something. So that's a lot of army professionalism now being gained. Got some troops here that we can fight. The Castilians are just taking over everything. What is going on here, man? Is this a revolutionary republic? No, it's just a regular republic. Could be good to get over there and vassalize. Why are they docked in a place they can't even control? I don't know. There's a lot of weird things going on. So I have a 43k stack down here, occupying stuff. I have a 43k stack over here. There's a very weird Mexican enclave there. This is very weird. Yeah, I lost that battle. That's not good. Should we bring some more troops over there? Might be a good idea. Our native allies are leaving the conflict, and Newfoundland is almost completely occupied. Just gotta wait a little bit more, and we'll be able to end the war. Hopefully, maybe not though. Let's get this going here. Even though we have a bunch of other ships spawning, we gotta get some more over here. So how do we lose that much war score? Take Savannah, that's why. They own the war goal. Where's Savannah? There. We need to take that. Just carve through a bunch of places for no reason. We have more stacks coming. We have black flagged one over here. Seem to be very well reinforced. It's because we have all these trade ships that we didn't reorganize after they were made. Okay. Hold on. What is going on? Where's my EU4? There it is. Oh shit. Sorry, I was checking something on my my Discord. I'm gonna get. We gotta get these guys out. Okay. Got more of our ships over here. We are getting the war goal back. That should bump up our war score by a lot. Not too much, but we can get that war score back. The fact that we're full occupying their country should also count for something. If we're gonna have wait, where's our big navy? If we're gonna be transporting all these troops over here, we might as well take this colony. If we get a conquistador, we could inherit the progress and even make it easier to piece out of the war. So I think we'll do that. Wait. No, I thought that was like a fortified place. We could have potentially done it. Where's the navy at? Here? Okay. My face when I'm the liberator and I'm liberating some Africans. Hey, we're saving them from slavery, you know. Oh, cursed. So what I was kind of thinking is if I could make it so if I can make it so what am I gonna say? What am I saying? If I conquer all this French territory with a bunch of French cultural speakers and put them under a roof with English revolutionaries, and they were a bunch of slavers, the United States that revolts out of this whole situation would be slavery, pro-slavery. Why is there so much manpower lost? Oh my god. Is that just from naval attrition over the seas? That's insane. It's another build up and calm down sort of thing. A general died? Okay, so that means that there's definitely room for this. Seize the colony, now it's ours. And we can, with one of our colonists, actually colonize it. Put in a trade thing. Yaka Free Warriors, great. Into the revolution, Hesse manages to prevent the revolution. Great. Good for them. They'll get theirs. If we can even be strong. Oh my god. But no, come on, wait. We gotta wait one more month and then we'll be able to get the splendor and actually see the real peace deal that we want. Just one more month. Okay. Now that we have this troop here, let's first of all get rid of these guys. These stragglers. Still, Agenda about to expire. What do we need? Glowcaster development? Okay. Now what do you want? Sussex 15 development. Great. Well, now we have a bunch of prestige. We should totally go in on Africa though. Look how weak they are. Could we even like vassalize them? No. That'd be cool though. Edgar Warwick. It's a cool name. And now we can vassal that. What is this mission? Piety the state. Okay. Granting monopolies, the most Anglican thing you can do. Luanda now has revolutionary ideals. Great. So no more slavery. Okay, and so now they're back here counterattacking. They have the war goal again. We have the splendor to ignore coin distance. So now we can actually do the real peace deal, which they won't accept because it would result in their annexation. So now that we occupy all their stuff, we just need to wait. Like, maybe we need to peace out with these Native Americans, but I don't know how much that's really needed for this situation. We should have been buffing that guy up. We need all the military power we can get, especially when we're trying to dominate the Navy. Win the Navy game. Is the Liberator coming? The Liberator's coming. Such a simple name, but such a powerful statement. I'm sure that combining the French and English administrations of America will not cause any issues at all. They really play into like the LARP of them being British. Like the Liberator's here with its understacked troops. Now let's get a bunch of war score. You know how we're gonna do that? Blockade enemy ports in the Caribbean. With their biggest, most powerful colony. Normandy has 20 war exhaustion. They're fully occupied. They don't have the war goal. Their colonies are being sieged. Their protectorates are being destroyed. We can wait. Almost there, actually. Three war score off. Just a couple of weeks, and we'll be able to be rank 5. We'll definitely be strong. Well, wait. How big is the Norman Empire? Okay, so add these two together, and we'll have it. And then we could even embrace the institution now. Could have gotten extra money out before doing that. With all that monthly money it could have been getting, but okay, hold on. Here it is. No, it's not full annexation though. You still have one province somewhere. Territora. So cheeky. They really thought they'd get away with that. Come on. Come on, man. Was that a colony of ours that they seized or something? It's a little weird, huh? Here, we'll take this out. And we'll again see the peace deal that we want. We should take out their native allies too. That might be influencing their decision to stay in the fight. Even if it's like barely anything.
Wait. There. Okay. We'll abandon it though. Now, yeah, that's looking more accurate. Who are we at war with? Norman, Louisiana. There's one of them. Ten Sorat or whatever. Let's move up. Continue occupying. This is really cool. I have to say, this is one of the most interesting parts of any EU4 campaign I've ever played. $69 troops down there. What's it gonna take for them to peace out? Like, is it like... Oh, hold on. I need to be using my admin and my dip. Oh, look, they're trying to liberate their... Oh my god, they can do it. The Bourbons aren't giving me military access. I need to send the Liberator back. But now the Liberator's occupied liberating into these. Oh, you cheeky flaps. Alright. Let's get the trade. Oh my god. What? The Castilians took over New Mexican stuff. That's fine, I guess. What is this peace deal now? Let us live a little bit? No. You're gonna... That's Brazil. That's crazy. It didn't used to be Brazilian. It's Anglican, English, American. Oh wow, that is a lot. Wow, okay, crazy. Such a shame, they're really close, but I just can't get it. Wait, it's already there? Okay, hold on. No, we need you to do this. There. Thank God. Okay. Liberator sees another day. I'm so locked in right now. I don't know how when I like calm down and go to bed. Why does it think that I can just like get away with doing that? I don't understand. Is it because it's like calculating and failing to properly account for things or something? Like, I don't understand. So because we are occupying all this stuff, we will get it all. Wait, dip. We need to actually develop our country. Can you believe it? How unreasonable is that? Okay, well, at least let's develop it in the proper British. Excellent. Oh, wait, we need admin. Shared interest. I don't know if that buffed our dip, but what's going on here? There's a 60k stack fighting a bunch of Normans. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, wow. Oh my good God. We demand their full annexation. Oh boy. do we even start with this? Will it like naturally integrate themselves, or do we have to like, I don't know what to do here. But now the English have conquered the Normans, and a reversal of our history. And if we just let the month tick over, we'll see the new rankings of where we are in the world. Bourbon can even consider us a rival anymore. If we go to war with the French, Castile and Russia will be involved. Everyone will be involved. What about the Bourbons? Yeah, same people. Valois, same people. So it's just going to be another death war. So I guess we'll have to chill out. We need to reconsolidate our navy. We have the whole Antilles on our side now, but I don't know if I want to be on our side. Norman Canada. Pay off debt. And decrease tariffs. Okay, what about Florida? Pay off debt. Okay. Could placate local rulers. I don't know if I want to do that. Until they support local loyalists. Can I do that here? Yeah, loyalists. Pay off the debt there too. Yeah, they had a lot of debt, probably from all those blockades. So now all we need to do is make Florida like us more. I want to see how it works with having two different colonial administrations. Like, what do you think? Term, do you think that I should unite these administrations? Like, take Newfoundland and then inherit Norman Canada. Take 13 colonies and inherit Florida. Or I should definitely do that for Mexico. This Norman Mexico is pathetic. So I want to do that for sure. Inherit C25. Integrate C25. There we go. So now that looks a lot better. We can get another power for navy tradition. Blockade impact on siege. That's pretty good. So now they love us. Now we have 4 unassigned merchants. Now what's our force limit? Way higher. That's really nice. Now we can transport trade up to here. Transfer trade directly to the English Channel instead of going through Bordeaux. Gulf of St. Lawrence is now important to us. Mexico kind of is, so we'll transfer power there. Panama, sure, why not? Ivory Coast, we're already doing that though. Mississippi River, Rio Grande. I don't really have much presence there. Ohio, we have presence. We should transfer it over. And anything that we can get away from the Russians in the Rio Grande, we should totally do. It would look nicer if united. And I just proved that we could handle the administration issues there. So let's do that. So I'll say it before I do it just in case I change my mind. But I want to I think this is a good point to stop stream actually. So I want to save here. What session is this? 11? Yeah, can you believe it? 11 sessions of this. And we still have 30, like 60 years to go. So we're getting there. It kind of sucks that I wasn't able to record the session though. We'll just have to see, I guess. Well, thank you very much for watching Term. And still here, DP. Appreciate that. Hope you all have a good day.